Okay, now let's talk about your own online course. We've covered a lot of ground in this training on taking your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, and your passion and turning it into information products. And here's one of the most lucrative products that you can create from your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, and your passion is that is by taking what you know and teaching it in an online course. Now, in truth, we've covered really the hard part of this. It's coming up with the content, coming up with a way to deliver your message. And we've talked about taking that content and creating books and audios. Now, that same type of content, as we discussed before, can go in a membership site, but it can also go into your own online course. If you have 5 steps to teaching something, or 10 steps to teaching something, or an entire curriculum of something that you want to share, and you want to break it down into weekly lessons or monthly lessons, and you deliver it online. That's what this is all about. It's the same content. It's your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, and your passion, but we're turning it into a format where people can digest it in weekly or monthly bites to really absorb the information. And this is a way for you to really teach exactly what it is that you want to get across. Now, we've been talking about membership sites and now online courses, and we'll soon be talking about coaching and consulting, and these are the more lucrative or high priced um, info products that come from your content. We talked about just books and audios, taking those audios, turning it into CDs, reports. We've covered all of that, but it's the exact same content. I really just want to stress that people want to take deeper dives with you, and they want to learn more. They want you to share more. And in truth, a lot of what you have to share can't just be delivered in one ebook or report, and so or one book for that matter. And even if it is delivered in a book, it can be expounded upon in so many different ways. And so instead of just going on and on and on about this, I really, as I've stressed to you before and I'll keep saying it, don't just listen to what I'm saying, do what I'm doing. Watch everything that I'm telling you. You're actually engaged in the entire process of turning your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, and your passion into info products, because you're part of an online course. And even within that online course, I've given you another online course that could really help explode your content creation. That was my course called The Power of eBooks. So I'll just go through this area, just this module, which, well, it was just a module in this particular training that I've given you, but it was also an online course all by itself. And so what better way to show you or to remind you, really, because you have this course, what an online course is, than to just walk you through this. So you're looking right now at the actual members area for the Power of eBooks 2.0. As you can see, this is where I've taken my knowledge about ebook creation, and of course all of the supplemental material that came along with it, which you have, but I'll walk you through some of these things here. But here it is. This is an online course that you and others have paid money for to have access to learn about how to create their ebooks. And if you look, this course here has 7 modules. Now, this can be delivered in several ways. And I tell you what, let me do this before we go into the actual modules, is that some people always ask the questions about the tools and the technology. And all throughout this training, I've been stressing to you how technology is the least of your concerns nowadays. Technology is fairly simple. This entire course is delivered on what's called the WordPress platform. It's like a WordPress site. Many are familiar with it being a blog. But what you can do, even WordPress itself has a plugin that can protect your content, so that your content does not, it's not accessible to anyone else. I'm going to walk you through the protection phase, or what I've done to protect this, but I just want to give you the tool. So this is a WordPress site The plugin that operates my WordPress sites is something that's called OptimizePress, which is just a plugin that allows you to have an area that looks like this, to where you can protect your content. And I'm going to click on these in a moment, but I just want to explain this, so we'll walk through this. But it'll protect the area, and it gives you this look. And of course, we can add graphics and all types of things. We can have a navigation bar here if we wanted to, but we just don't. We just have a course area right here that is completely protected. You have to log in with your username and password to even get into this area. And as you can see, it lists the 7 modules that I have for you, and then you can click on the modules over here. But this is nothing more than a WordPress platform, WordPress blog, that uses what's called OptimizePress plugin to help with my members area. And then I also have an additional plugin called Wishlist Member that helps to protect the content, to make sure that I can have these, if I wanted to deliver these weekly, I can have one module delivered each week where the plugin would protect the rest of the content. And on week 1, after someone signs up, they can get this module, they can study it. Then week 2, this one would become available. Then week 3. So this can literally be, I give this entire course away, not weekly. When someone purchases it now, they just get access to all 7 modules, because I delivered this in a live environment. So it's really just the recordings and some supplemental material that I give to individuals. But I could have just as easily just set it up where if a person wanted to buy this and I delivered one module a week for 7 weeks, this could have been a 7-week course that would have been what's called the Power of eBooks 2.0. In fact, the Power of eBooks, the first one, I guess if you want to call it 1.0, was delivered that way. However, when I did 2.0, I just updated everything, and I just did live events and recorded each one and then just put it into the members area. Okay, so that's really all of the technology. And of course, I'll have some supplemental material explaining each one of those things, links to those. Obviously, OptimizePress and Wishlist Member, which are the same plugins that I've used for my membership sites. The reason I'm kind of glossing over this is because we covered this already when we talked about membership sites. So this can be, as you can see, it's called Course Members Area. So only members can have access to this. Now, it could just be called the Power of eBooks 2.0 without the members area, or yeah, it could just be called 2.0 without the members area. Well, we could have just sent pages each week. Each week we could have sent the video out. That's the same way to deliver an online course. If you don't want to protect it in an area like this, if you haven't gotten to the point where you want to automate the process to where this can be sold on a continuous basis and people can have access, you can just as easy just record 1 week, record the 2nd week, or write. Now, I'm saying record because in this particular course we have videos, but you can just send out an ebook a week, or just a lesson a week, or an audio a week, or a month, which I've done all of that with you all to kind of give you an idea of just the myriad of ways that you can deliver your content in these different formats. Okay, so I hope that's not too confusing. I just kind of want to give you the overall that this is just a WordPress site, again, protected by it's an OptimizePress theme, which gives us the membership looking place or area, which is the same way that I deliver my membership sites, because this can really double as a membership site and an online course. But what makes this just an online course is that there's a start of these 7 modules from module 1 to module 7, and then it's over. It's not a continuing program where someone is paying monthly to stay in this membership or anything like that. There's a one-time fee, deliver the online course, and that's it. Okay, so that's the distinction. That's really just the difference. Some membership sites are short-term, where they can be a 4-week course. It can be a 4-week membership, an 8-week membership, 12-week membership. But when you have content that's kind of in the same area as this one, is just an ebook where I'm teaching everyone that comes to this page. Now I'll go to the regular page where people sign up in just a second. They go to that page and they sign up to learn all about ebooks, and that's what I do in these 7 modules right here. Okay, so that's what that is. those are the only tools that I use on here. And of course, now we're going to get ready to go in. But first, let me give you the entire process real quick. Here's the sales page. Many of you have seen this page already. This is when someone wants to learn more about ebooks. They go to powerofebooks.com. There's a sales letter there. It describes the 7 modules that a person gets. In your case, whatever, it could be your 5-week training, your 10-week training, your 13 modules, whatever it is. If you have 10 chapters in a book, you can take those same 10 chapters and turn them into a course. And so it could be a 10-week course based upon your book. But in this case, it's just 7 modules, which are very meaty modules, as many of you already know, that people can purchase. And so they come here, they go through the sales letter, they make the decision to buy. And once they buy, it takes them to the checkout page. I won't go through that process. You all know how that goes by now. But what happens is, after they've placed their order, now they're directed to what's called the members login page, or after the buying page, they select their username and password. Well, they come here and they enter in any time they want. This is the login page. It's sent to them via email. They enter their username and password, which all of you have done. And then after you entered, once you log in, then you're taken to the home page. So as you can see, all of this is layered for protection so that not anyone can access this. You have to go through the buying process to really partake of the course. This is just how it's delivered online. So now once they get here, they can go to Module 1. And as you can see, Module 1 here is all about choosing a market or a niche market and selecting your topic to write on your ebook. And then, of course, if you hit that tab right there, it should take you to, and it does take you to, a video where, and I won't make sure that this is not playing. Let me pause that. Where not only do they receive the video, they also receive ebooks or PDFs of some other things that I share. So can you imagine you having some content to where you're discussing a chapter in your book, and then you have some supplemental material here that you deliver as part of your online course. And this is really just a course of training that you're giving someone. So this is week 1, or in this case it would be module 1. And then they can go back. You go back to the home page. Moving kind of slow. Let's make sure we're all having some internet connection challenges here. But anyway, it goes right back to the home page. I just wanted to walk you through module 2 just so that you can see how that is working. Let's see. Okay, well, let's back to the sales page. You can scroll down. Let's go back to the home page. That's what I should have did. Click straight on the home page. Obviously, I'm having some internet connection problems, but that's technology. That's how that happens. So as you can see, they can go right back here and click here to go to module 2. And this is all about writing your book. After you learn how to select your topic, the niche or the market that you want to go into, now you want to learn to write your book. And so here it is. I created a video, which was a live training where I went through a PowerPoint slide where we talked about writing your ebook. And then at the bottom of that, I give another PDF, 75 writing tips for ebooks and report authors, which helps individuals learn how to write their ebooks. So as you can see, this is just a course of training that we walk people through. And all of this comes from the original work that I put out on the power of ebooks. And now we've just expanded it. We're taking people step by step through the process, not only just choosing your market, writing your ebook, but publishing on Amazon Kindle. We talk about publishing on Barnes & Noble. We talk about marketing and promoting your ebook. All of you all have this course. I don't really need to explain to you what's in all of this, but this is just 7 modules, which is an online course that's delivered through a WordPress blog or WordPress platform with 2 plugins that help give you this look. Now there are other ways that you can get this look. There are templates and different things like that, but I just want to give you what I know works and what I know is the easiest way. Is there a cost for the plugin and the Optimize Press? Yes. Now, Optimize Press, I believe that is $97 for a license for you to use on 3 different websites. And then the wishlist member, let me take that back. Wishlist member, I believe, is $97. Whatever it is, I'll have that in a supplemental guide for you. The cost. To me, the cost is irrelevant because you're able to use these across your sites, and I will send you the links to those. However, let me just backtrack a little bit. If you just wanted to put this content on a regular blog, you can do that as well. And now WordPress has a plugin that will protect your content on the different pages. Like, that's all these are, different pages where your content is displayed, where no one else can have access to it. And then you can use either just the plugin, one of the free plugins that come with WordPress or some of the other developers have created, or you can use what I've given you before, not only that I use to protect not only my courses but also my membership sites, which is Wishlist Member, which is a simple and easy plugin that helps to give you this functionality that we're talking about here. Okay, so it's really that simple. WordPress blog, delivering your content via pages and posts, and it's protected so that others who are just looking won't bump into it. They have to pay for your course. I went through the process at the beginning, a sales page that people would go to. Now, this is a long form sales letter that I created, but this could easily just be a simple short video explaining what the course is, and a person can decide that they want to buy it, go ahead and make the purchasing decision, and then they're taken to a page like this. Now, I've sent you all some pages with some of the course training that I've been giving you throughout this course, where it's not where you have to log in. I just sent you the video on a separate page, and that goes back to what I mentioned earlier, that you don't even need a members area to do this. If you have 4 lessons that you want to send, you can just create those 4 lessons and send those on 4 separate pages, 1 link per week, to whoever invests in your course or training, your online course. But this is just a tremendous way to increase the value of your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, or your passion. This also allows people to interact with you, and it's just a higher perceived value when you're able to deliver your content over a longer period of time, to where a person can take their time and digest it. Many of you know that you have lifetime access to not only this area, but as we finish this info product training, all of this training, including this members area, will be included in that. So you have this to go back to or refer to time and time again. And that is what makes online courses and online training so valuable. And in fact, I think I don't need to explain this too much, that now online courses have just become the norm. Oprah Winfrey teaches online courses. Colleges are teaching online courses. So it's really just a way to deliver your content in a format that will allow people to be able to go to it rather easily, or again, if you sent them links, that they can click on it. But it's the same content that you use to create your books. It's the same question and answer sessions that you use. It's the same content from the audios, but it's just delivered in a course format. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you're delivering it to where people, when they're absorbing this information, they are learning. You're taking them step by step. So as you can see in this particular course, I've taken an individual step by step to choosing a market, writing their book, putting that book on Amazon, on Barnes and Nobles, the Nook Reader, and then now marketing it. And then of course the last module is about taking that content and doing exactly what we're talking about here, creating online courses, membership sites, coaching and consulting training, and things like that. And so this is really, I know I don't want to say it's that simple, but it is. Taking that same content, using these different formats that I've shared with you, and turning them into an online course. And this is the difference All of this content could be in, let's just say, a $17 PDF, or it could be in a $9.95 book, or $15 book, or a $10 ebook on Amazon, or you can break it and expound on it and turn it into a full course to where you can charge $97, $197, and in some cases $497. Online training is just exploding, and people love the interaction. And in fact, in this type of environment, you can go really deep on your subject matter, and you can give so much added value, as we've already discussed. Again, I'm giving videos plus supplemental PDFs, and this is just the first 2 modules, where you see I've given away 3 additional books, as well as these videos are approximately an hour. Some of them even go a little bit longer than an hour. So a lot of content is delivered, but this format allows us to charge more for the same content that we would charge for a regular ebook or something. Okay, so again, online courses, this is how you develop your own. Of course, we'll have a Q&A session on this, and any questions that you may have, I will be more than happy to answer them. But I just wanted to point out to you that you have this already, and so don't just listen to what I'm saying. I want you to do what I'm doing. Take your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, and your passion, and turn it into an online course and get a premium price. Okay, this is your brother Bedford, and I'll be seeing you in the next video training.